Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel. In a noisy world, some people hide their true intentions behind smiles or words. However, the truth always seeps out during the moments they are unaware, when their tone subtly changes, or when their gaze accidentally shifts to another place. Have you ever wondered why someone, right in the middle of a conversation, suddenly changes the way they speak? Or how their behavior toward a server can reveal their true character? These are not mere actions. They are mirrors reflecting the inner psychology of a person. In this video, we will decode seemingly small signs, from a hesitant nod to the way they talk about their past. With Stoic philosophy as the foundation, you will not only learn how to observe others, but also gain a deeper understanding of yourself. What you are about to hear could change the way you perceive the world forever. The tell me more technique. In communication, people often try to say as much as possible to express themselves, but few realize that true power lies in listening. The tell me more technique is a simple yet powerful method that helps you not only understand, but also see through the psychology of the person you're talking to without them realizing it. Imagine a heated argument between you and a friend. Instead of immediately countering their points, you simply smile, stay calm, and gently say, "Tell me more." It's not just an invitation, it's a way to encourage them to open up. What happens next? The conversation gradually uncovers deeper layers of thoughts, emotions, and even personal experiences they never intended to share. In Stoic philosophy, observing and listening are forms of the art of living. When you ask questions without judgment, you create a safe space where others feel less defensive. This is the moment when they share not only information, but also truths about themselves. They may think they're in control of the conversation, but in reality, you hold the key to understanding them. Once, during a negotiation at work, I used this technique. When the opposing party seemed firm and unyielding, I calmly asked, "Can you share more about this?" Bit by bit, they revealed their reasons, concerns, and even weaknesses. In the end, I not only reached an agreement, but also built trust. The tell me more technique is not a trick. It is a way to truly understand and connect. Remember, when people feel heard, they reveal not just more words, but the most authentic parts of themselves. This technique is a tool that allows you to not only read someone's psychology, but also live in alignment with Stoic principles: quiet observation, mindfulness, and judgment-free understanding. Observe how they treat people in lower positions. There is a harsh truth. The way a person treats those they consider unimportant is the clearest mirror reflecting their true character. It is not in meetings, important gatherings, or grand moments, but in how they speak to a server, a janitor, or anyone they perceive as having no influence on their life. I once worked with a colleague who appeared polite and friendly during meetings. However, the moment we stepped into a restaurant, everything changed. They started yelling at the server, treating them with disdain, and giving orders as if they were royalty. That was when I realized their kindness was just a mask hiding deep arrogance. Stoic philosophy teaches us that the way we treat others should not depend on their status or influence, but on our respect for their inherent humanity. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Remember that every person has their own value, regardless of position or circumstances." Pay closer attention to everyday situations. Do they thank the server? Do they genuinely listen when someone speaks? These small actions are the key to revealing the respect or contempt they hold for others. And this, in turn, says a lot about how they perceive themselves. Insecure individuals often try to elevate themselves by putting others down. Stoicism encourages us not only to observe, but also to practice kindness toward everyone, regardless of the situation. Kindness is not a tactic to impress, but a quality that stems from understanding the shared value of humanity. Remember, how someone treats those who cannot benefit them is the most straightforward answer to who they truly are. By observing this, you not only gain insight into others, but also remind yourself of the importance of living by your principles. The past is the key to the present. Every person is like a book, and their current chapter is always influenced by what was written in the previous ones. Whether they are aware of it or not, the past leaves a profound mark on how they behave, react, and make decisions in the present. I once had a friend who was always cautious and defensive in relationships. Initially, I thought it was just part of their personality. But as the story unfolded, I learned that they had been betrayed in an important relationship. The pain from the past had built a defensive wall, which they unconsciously applied to every aspect of their life. Stoic philosophy teaches us to see things as they are, without judgment, simply by observing. Understanding someone's past is a way to explain their actions and emotions, even when they themselves may not realize the connection. Take a closer look at those around you. A colleague who is always skeptical may have been taken advantage of in a previous job. A friend who craves attention might have grown up in an environment lacking love and care. The past is not merely a collection of memories, it is the foundation shaping how they perceive the present world. However, understanding someone's past does not mean excusing negative behavior. Stoicism reminds us that empathy is not the same as permission. When you recognize that their actions stem from past wounds, you can show compassion while maintaining boundaries for yourself. Observe closely, and you will realize that no one truly escapes their past. It is not something to use for judgment, but a tool for understanding. And sometimes, when you help someone recognize that they are trapped in cycles of their past, you are giving them the chance to change and to write a better new chapter. Sudden changes in tone signal lies or hesitation. There is an interesting truth. While words can be controlled, tone often betrays the speaker. Small changes in tone, unexpected hesitation, slower pace, or higher pitch are clear warning signs that something is not right. These changes, though often unconscious, are ways the body reveals internal tension that the speaker is trying to hide. Once I was working on a major project and asked a colleague about its progress. They replied in a normal tone, but when I requested more details, their tone suddenly became lower, hesitant, and filled with evasive responses. This made me question whether they were hiding something. It turned out they hadn't completed their tasks and were trying to avoid admitting it. Stoic philosophy encourages us to pay attention to what is not being said, rather than focusing solely on surface-level words. In communication, observing changes in tone can provide deep insights into a person's mood, true intentions, and sometimes even dishonesty. These tone changes often reflect internal conflict. The brain is trying to maintain a lie or conceal hesitation, but the body reacts differently. This could manifest as a higher pitch when lying, a long pause when uncertain, or an unusual rhythm when they are trying to act. This skill is not about judging or exposing others, but about understanding what they truly feel. It also serves as a reminder to reflect on ourselves. Have there been times when our own tone revealed anxiety or a lack of honesty within us? This subtle observation, rooted in Stoic principles, helps you not only understand others but also maintain your composure, avoiding emotional reactions. When you listen with both your ears and mindfulness, you will realize that the truth often lies not in the words themselves, but in the sound of the tone. The most honest moments are when they think no one is watching. There are times when the truth about a person does not reveal itself through conversations or carefully calculated actions, but in unintentional moments when they think no one is paying attention. These are the times when they remove their social mask and expose their true self. I recall working with a manager who was always polite and professional in front of higher-ups. However, when no one was watching, their behavior changed completely. They became rude, disrespectful to colleagues, and made harsh criticisms. That was when I realized that what they displayed to the crowd was just a facade. Their true character emerged when they thought no one was looking. According to Stoic philosophy, the actions that truly matter are not what we do when others are watching, but what we do when no one is there to see. If you want to know who someone truly is, do not just observe how they behave in front of a crowd. Pay attention to the smallest actions, how they treat servers, how they handle pressure, or how they act when they think no one is noticing. It is in these moments that their real self is revealed. This also serves as a reminder to ourselves. Live honestly and authentically, whether or not someone is watching. Stoicism teaches that consistency in actions and values is what keeps the mind peaceful and content. Emotional reactions reveal priorities. Emotions are windows into the most important aspects of a person's life. A sudden outburst, whether anger, anxiety, or joy, is not merely a fleeting reaction, but a revelation of deeply held priorities in their mind. It is in these unguarded moments that their true self is exposed. I once worked with a colleague who was typically very composed. However, during a meeting, they unexpectedly grew angry over a minor change in the plan. The reaction seemed disproportionate, but upon further understanding, I realized that this project was their pride and joy. Any alteration to it struck at their sense of self-worth. Their emotional response was not about the change itself, but reflected the deep value they placed on their work. If someone becomes angry when doubted, they likely prioritize honor and trustworthiness. If they are overly anxious about criticism, it may indicate insecurity about their abilities. On the other hand, a bright smile when receiving praise suggests they highly value recognition and validation. Stoicism does not encourage judging emotions, rather observing them objectively. By paying attention to others' emotional reactions, you can gain a deeper understanding of them and communicate more effectively, offering advice or actions that align with their priorities. Similarly, observing your own emotions helps you identify what truly matters to you and assess whether those priorities are justified. Remember, emotions never lie. They are maps leading to truths that people cannot hide. Listen and observe, not just to understand others, but also to gain deeper insight into yourself. This is the mindful way of living that Stoicism always seeks to inspire. What you have just discovered is not merely a technique to understand others, but a journey into the essence of human nature. Observing, listening, and understanding psychology are not meant to manipulate, but to create genuine connections and live true to the spirit of Stoic philosophy: mindfulness, non-judgment, and harmony. If you found value in this video, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss more in-depth insights. Share this video with those you care about. Thank you for taking your precious time to watch. See you in the next video, and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. This journey has only just begun.